The Corners programme, which is what we're now in the middle of managing, is a development of a programme which we ran in 2011-12, where we had 3 practising artists from Northern Ireland in different genres who engaged in what's known as expeditions to various parts of Europe, which would have been on the edges of Europe. So you'd be talking about Azerbaijan, the Balkans, Sweden, and they were able to participate in, well, really a mini tour where they would have been engaged with about 25 other artists from all over Europe. They would have been put on a bus and they would have been delivered to these places in Europe. And once there was a host organisation, and they would have begun to exchange ideas with themselves and also with the artists and arts organisations in those locations. As a result of that, we had 3 artists. We had Paula McFetridge, we had Phil Hessian and Lawrence McKeown. Right now, they are working through, with their partners from those expeditions in Belfast, they're working through some collaborative ideas that they're trying to build up into a production stage.
The Corners is run by Intercult, which is a Stockholm-based umbrella organisation, and they about 5 years ago had done a project called Seas, where they took a selection of artists to seas across Europe, and you would look at spaces and you would meet artists that were working in that environment, and you would meet cultural ambassadors, and you would meet those who this particular type of arts engagement was making a difference to. It's easy to become very inward looking and very insular, particularly when you're working in an environment that's coming out of 40 years of conflict, and you have a group of people that you've got used to working with, and you've stories not that you're used to telling, but that you have a relationship with. And I had never really worked internationally before, and it's incredibly daunting, and it takes a certain expectation and it puts a certain pressure on yourself, because you're throwing yourself back into an arena where you're now primary 1 again, and you're now in the big school, and you're having to explain what it is that you do. And actually I wasn't going to go for it. I didn't think I had enough experience. I didn't think that my practice would transfer, because I use a lot of language in my work. All of the plays that I commission, every single thing is a commissioned drama, is very linear, very word heavy, which I'm very proud of, because that is part of my tradition as being as being Irish, obviously, and I'm very interested in, all my work is theatre, and I knew I was going to have to try and find ways where I would explore more visual content, and also how I would have to, and how I could describe my work in less words, which, as you can see, I'm not very good at doing. And it was somebody else said to me, why don't you go for that? It can only benefit you as an individual. It can also only benefit Kibosh, the company that I run as artistic director, and consequently can only benefit all those people that I work with.
A very exciting opportunity. We're looking for artists who are younger. We're looking for artists who are involved in street art, in public art with a dimension that's outdoors, and we're looking for writers who are able to engage with minority languages. And I think really if we can manage to pull that together with that kind of impetus, then I think we'll have a very productive and very exciting project to look forward to.
Number of connections I've made, the Pan-European network has opened new avenues to funding, new avenues to artistic engagement. It's encouraged me to collaborate, and it has just, I think anyway, made me a better artist.